afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse at the beginning. That was hopefully a more easier to see full time lapse of what AFK farming looked like for me for at least 2 or 3 days. I'm not entirely sure how long it was, but yeah, so hopefully you got a good see. I had to have myself die so that I wouldn't be a distraction to the robots and put myself at a better vantage point. Otherwise I would have to like set up in the front and you couldn't really see the whole farm like that. So I think it worked out. I can do more perspectives if you guys want to see different angles or whatnot, but yeah. So today is a filler episode and also a build episode. I wanted to build a defensive, I don't know what to call it, turret at the front of the farm, and just to defend from farm bots, because I'm going to have to start farming some more, you know, higher tier crops at some point, just to see if I can. So what we're going to do actually is show you off what the WASD converter is. You guys may know what this is, but I wanted to show off kind of the basics and what it looks like from my perspective and how I'm going to do it. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it works. So for me, my version takes 3 engines for smoother steering and control. And what you need is, you know, a level 5. I think level 5 driver's seat is better, so you can control the adjustment angle here. You can control this to 90 degrees. As you can see, I have this set to 90 degrees on either side, and the turn speed up to 10. So that works. I also have a battery container because these are electric engines. They just have good smooth movement compared to gas engines. And then I have 2 sensors and 2 logic gates, which I find actually aren't that necessary. I really don't need logic gates. I could just connect it directly, actually. So really, if I just did this, it'd be the same thing. So we're gonna actually make it even simpler and only have this be the thing. Okay, and then you have a 3rd engine to control up and down movement. So what this will do, if you can see these 2 pipes, A and D, which control the angle of the bearing, as you can see at the bottom facing the sensors right there. If you hit D, it turns right, activating that sensor, making that engine turn to the right. And then you have the same thing with the A, and you go left. If that makes sense? No? If it doesn't, let me know. But basically there are 2 bearings. One is steering to the right with this angle right here. You can press right click with your rotational tool to change the steering direction. And then left does the same thing. So right and left, it activates this sensor, turning this pipe to the right. And then left turns this pipe to the left. It takes a lot of engines, and I'm pretty sure there might be a better way to do it with controllers. But it's, as you see before, controllers can't get stuck and rotate without you wanting them to. So engines are the best way to do it in a more consistent way. And so for A or W and S, it's just basically it's basically like controlling a regular engine. It's just, you know, something turns when you press W and it goes backwards when you press S, so you don't need to do a weird conversion thing. So essentially what this does, if you press W, this makes it move up. I actually might invert it to make it more, you know, like steering controls. If you press S, it makes it move backwards, which makes it move down. And if I just flip this, I could have S makes it move up and W makes it move down. So that makes a little bit more sense when you're trying to actually control something in first person. Pretty simple. A, D, W, S. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I will probably need to upgrade these to level 5 at some point just to conserve energy. These will burn through a lot of batteries, but luckily I have tons of them myself. So warehouse runs give you a lot of batteries, and actually you can just walk around the outside of warehouses killing all the tape bots. So that's also a thing. But anyways, we're going to turn this into a turret and we're going to make it work. We have an empty inventory. So what we're going to do is actually take all of this over to the front of the base. Just pick this up, just grab all of that. I don't need these pipes, I don't think. I'm going to probably use a different material, if not something stronger, but we'll see for now. So we just need to grab these sensors, grab this seat, and I'll grab this concrete just in case. As you can see, I've used up a lot of ammo from this wall, but I have also done some AFK farming and got all of that ammo pretty much back, if not even more. I also... you may have seen in the background just now, all that junk that I grabbed from the warehouse, I've turned into a junkyard. So basically anything I think I might need, it's just going to be over here because there's no room in my chest. I know I can make more chests, but I don't want to spend that much metal and glue on it just yet. Once I need to get a lot of glue for me to make, you know, enough chests to fit all the stuff in it. So right now it's just sitting out here at the junkyard. I'll call it an art piece. It really is just an art piece. Alright, so we are here on top of where the turret is going to be on this little platform right here. It's actually going to move much more beyond this as well. But essentially, once we have, this will be like the choke point, of course, which is a great, it's working amazingly actually. And it seems like I actually just finished auto farming as well. And it looks like that side is going to need some help. I do need to fix the controller on that. I think I messed up the controller somewhere along the way, so it's not performing the way I think it should. Although it's working a little bit. It's taking care of these guys out here. Yeah, I just took care of those guys, and it should get this guy, hopefully. We shall see. I mean, if he gets out the way. There we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Well, that raid has been taken care of. So now let's just wait till the morning, and then we will get back to working on our new defensive turret. Okay, it's now daytime, and we are going to get this thing set up. So we've kind of picked out a spot, as you saw from the raid last night, that I think is the best because it draws them in towards the choke point, hopefully. And it also is kind of central to the base as well. I will probably need to move this or something, or go above it. I might have to do that, but we can come across that bridge when we get there. For now, what we're going to do is actually set up our logic and other things somewhere else, because I honestly don't want this to get destroyed. I don't want all these engines that I made to get destroyed somehow. I'm thinking a big farm bot or something else could come and kill me. I really don't want that happening. So what we're going to do is actually come over to this little area right here and start making a utility box. You guys don't have to do this yourself, but if you have somewhere that is not protected very well, then I would suggest do it. And as you can see, this is only made out of wood, and so there's not really a lot of protection for, you know, bigger level raids. So far I've only handled up to level 6 raids. Okay, our utility box has been created. I know I can probably make this out of concrete 2 or metal 3 or concrete 3 or whatever, but this is what I had on me, and I'm honestly too lazy to go back and get some other stuff. So that's my excuse for now. We can upgrade it later if we feel like we need to, but right now it's just gonna be like this. And let me just, you know, put some aesthetics to it, you know, because you can never go without too many aesthetics. All right, so what we need to do is firstly put our engines down. I feel like these are going to take the most room. Well, I know they're going to take the most room, and so we're going to do that, and we're going to organize them so we can know what they are. So left, right, and up and down will go. Oh no, it's not centered. Okay, let's just do that. That's a little bit better, I think. Left, right, and middle. So this will make it turn left, this will make the turret turn right, and this will make it go up and down. So what we need now is getting our sensor logic for our WASD converter. It's really simple. All you need to do is, or I guess it's more of a AD converter than a WASD converter, but just 2 sensors. I'm going to actually just put it right here as one right there. You're going to leave a block, actually put a, what's this called, bearing right here in the middle, a block, and then another bearing, or another sensor, excuse me, right here on the outside. That way it can sense properly, and you can use a curved block, but really anything can go. You can put, you know, metal. I'm just using this because it's lighter and can just have a little bit more maneuverability. So what we're gonna do actually is do that plus this right here. And actually, I have it facing the wrong way. What we're gonna do is actually move it like so. So you want it to be facing away from the sensors, if that makes sense, from the start point. So you want it to be facing like either to this, towards this engine, but I don't have room towards the engine, so I'm having it face towards this outside where there's more room. And so that way, when this bearing turns left and right, it won't hit anything, and it can easily get seen by these sensors right here. Okay, next will be, I believe, just actually you can just hook. So you know what, screw it, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna make this a little simpler. We're gonna pretend like the apparatus is facing this way. So if we had a seat, pretend we have a saddle or seat right here, and this is where the turret is facing, and these are where the sensors are facing. So if we just did this, we could just straight up put that there, and put that there and put that there and make these go to 90 degrees. I still think they need to fix the way this works, because honestly it can't hit a perfect 90 degrees unless it's perfect. And so let's just get that going. So 90 degrees or 89, it doesn't really matter that much. Make these up to 10, press E, and as you can see, if I press right, you can see me steering right, and then you can see this the little piston piece. Oh gosh, wow, that was terrifying. This little thing makes it turn left and right, and it's pretty simple. And A and D as well will make it go up and down, although there's no battery power is connected to it. So let's just pretend that is the way the apparatus is facing virtually. And we're gonna head over now to our actual platform location and get the turret built. Okay, we are back here and we are going to try to figure out exactly the best way to set this up. I'm starting to realize that this may not have been the best start for this platform right here. In fact, we're going to have to probably change some things around real quick. So if we can, let's just put this off. That'll fall down, get shot a little bit, but we can just do that. And then we're gonna step this up a little bit higher. Okay, we have a new little platform starting to get set up. I realized I made it uneven real quick. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and move this over like so. So that way it's centralized. Okay, good. So now we've got this little thing coming out here. We can expand this out as necessary, but we're gonna get the groundwork before the next raid, which happens to only be triggered because I planted 1 potato. There's literally just 1 potato planted right there, and it triggered a level 1 raid. So interesting, but it's okay. So we have a piston right here. It's only a level 1 piston. We're gonna need to upgrade it a lot more to get it higher. But for now, what it does, it's gonna do is just sit. It's just gonna sit right here in the middle. And what we're gonna do is build a small platform on top of it out of concrete. I think it should be lighter in my opinion, but I'm kind of lazy, so it's fine. And what here, we're gonna just basically sit the seat on it like so. There we go. Oh, nearly got shot by my turrets right there. Okay, we're back up, and now we can actually just put this down here to give it a little bit more space, and there we go. It looks pretty good. This is off even or uneven. I might need to just get a second piston to make it look a little better, but I'm not too worried about the looks right now just yet. Okay, so we're back and we're going to do this the right way. Okay, so it's going to be piston, block, bearing, block, another bearing, and a block, and we're going to put this right here. Okay, and then we're going to do another block. Okay, so basically it'll be piston, bearing, bearing, and then a side bearing right here. If that makes any sense. It's becoming nighttime because I've wasted so much time just trying to get things set up and messing things up. So let's get that fixed up, or at least wait until the daytime, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, we're back. And we've got some progress, but not really. I wanted to not do anything over the night. So basically all I did was just reattach the 3 engines, left, right, and middle, to their respective bearings. And then I've put the seat on top of a concrete pillar, I guess you could say it is. I realize this is going to be very heavy, so I may need to convert it to something light like net or something else, so that you can have the engines be powerful enough to kind of stay straight and not move or sink like it has done right here. It's like sink down so that, you know, you can aim a little bit easier. So what we need next down is to put in our power source, I think is what you can say. There's no really good place to put it, so we're just gonna honestly just put it up here. I don't think it's gonna get in anybody's way. Let's just put it right there. Okay, and so now all we gotta do is just put in this right here, and then because I don't have any batteries on me right now, we're gonna just put batteries in those. And it looks like something is making it get tilted up for some reason. Not sure why, but oh, because this isn't that's why, because I don't have this connected to the seat. Okay, so basically what you need to do is get that seat here connected to the middle engine like you saw in the example or template right there before. And now you have a semi-controllable block of workingness. And so if you do WS, we're actually going to rotate it so that I can have controls that make a little more sense. So now if you press W, it goes down, S pulls it back up, and left and right will make it turn left and right prospectively, except I don't have this set up. So what we're going to do is leave these engines to be at their lowest limit, but we're going to connect this seat to this bearing right here, and now you have a little bit of more control. You can go left and right. If you press left, it looks like the sensors aren't set up to their engines. Yes, they are. Hold on a second. Okay, don't forget to turn your bearings to be 90 degrees. That's just the thing that I forgot to do. And so 90 degrees is fine. So 89, 91, anywhere around that with a high turn speed will get you the proper sensing sensors right here. So you don't need to worry about stuff like that. And so now, basically, if I press left and right, I have it, they're switched right now. So if I just reverse that like so, left makes me turn left, up and down right here, I can definitely increase the speed on that engine in the middle. This is a bit too fast left and right, so what we're going to do is bring these engine speeds back down to about here, and then this middle engine right here will be that high. So now what we can do is basically go right, left, down and up. Down and up is a little bit fast now, so we're going to need to turn that down, and then we're good. So basically just adjust it to your liking, do what you think works, and we're going to turn mine down just a little bit faster than 1, but slower than 3. So now up and down turns a little bit easier. And this will get heavier and make it harder to move, so you might need to adjust it as you add on pieces. Okay, that's for the manual controls of the, I guess, turret, you can say. And now you need to do the functionality part. So this piston is actually going to upgrade it. We're going to upgrade it 2 so far, but we can probably make it higher later and maybe even add a second piston to make it go even higher. But what we need next is a switch, and that is a switch that I don't have on me anymore. So we're going to go and get that real quick. Okay, we're back with the switch and more materials that we need, and we are now going to hook up what we want. So next is this switch, and in fact I'm actually going to put this little switch right here just because I can. I don't think there's any problem with that. So we're going to basically just connect this to the seat and this to there, have this extend that much, and then now you can press 1 and the piston will push you up higher and higher as needed. And actually this might be high enough. I can probably go 1 higher so that I can aim a little bit better at this coastline. But if I really need to, I can always send this thing away and defend a little bit better. So that actually might work. We might be pretty good. So one thing that you may have noticed from the last couple episodes is, well, really just the last episode, is the Gatling gun thing that I have on the car right there. I'm going to just emulate that and put that on this. But instead of 4 guns, we're going to do it with 5 so that we can have a little bit less, shorter time to kill on bosses so that they don't get too close to our walls. So what we need to do is make sure we have a centralized point, which we do not because seats are 2 wide while saddles are 3 wide. Or seats are 4 wide and saddles are 3 wide. So what we're going to need to do is actually just do something like so. And okay, I've decided, no, screw it. We're going to do this with a saddle because I can't handle this unevenness. So what we're going to do is just basically erase everything that we did and rebuild this with a saddle. However, this will still work with the seat. So if you're building yours with the seat, don't worry. It's not like the end of the world. It's probably even better with the seat, to be honest. But you know, I'm pretty uptight about some things. So we're going to do it with a saddle. Okay, it's daytime, and I've decided I'm going to just start doing all this stuff now. I've got the saddle, I've upgraded it to level 5, and I'm just now adding on to the bearings, putting all the connections back. And so in case you guys want to know what I'm doing here, instead of like in other places, I've actually used the saddle to kind of centralize it, but then also made a angle here to allow it to turn. I realized that it might not have been turning the right way properly. Oh gosh, oh stop. Oh goodness, we don't want to break it before we even build it. Okay, now we've got a proper type steering, well, moving up and down at least. It's centralized, it's here, it goes up and down. We can definitely change the height and width and all that other good stuff later, but for now we're just going to keep it like this, and we're even going to just put the switch right here that goes here to there to there to there to there, and I can upgrade this if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that just yet. So now we're just going to connect the steering or I guess turning bearings, and like so, basically just each engine gets its own bearing if you can't notice already, and it should turn left and right respectively if you set this up to the steering bearing that I've had over here, the WASD converter that we've got right here. And this, if you press E on it, since it's a level 5 wheel, you can make this a 90-degree turn. So we've got that in there. I think we can actually make this a little bit more compact somehow, but honestly I'm not too worried about it. It works and it fits inside this little utility compartment pretty well, and I'll close this off later. So now that we've got all that set up, we've got to make sure we've got the speed set up properly. We got that there, that's right there, and this has no batteries in it, so but that's okay, it should work fine. So if we press right, it turns right. We press left, it also turns right. So what we need to do is just reverse one of these bearings. I'm not sure which one. This left engine is going to the top bearing, I think. So if we just press that, press left, okay, all right, it works. So now let's go in third person. If you press W, it goes down. Press S, it press up, or it goes up. A goes left, D goes right, and the delay between the two isn't really that bad at all, actually. It's pretty good. So now that we've got the controls working again, we're going to set this up with guns. Okay, we've added 5 guns to the front of this thing. This thing looks scary dangerous, to be honest. Honestly, that's a lot, but it'll work. I think it'll be good. So now all we need to do is actually pop back into our utility closet that we've got going on over here. And for some reason these guys are attracted to each other. We gotta stop that. Come on, guys. All right, so now all we gotta do is just set up that same 4 clock cycle thing that you noticed that we had earlier, or not earlier, but in the other car over there, excuse me. So we're gonna just put this up. Let's just do it right here in a small corner. We don't really need much else. You just have 4 clocks. All of them are going to be at AND. Let's just, there we go, AND gates. You cycle them in a loop, so you connect one to another one, and then so it's just a giant loop going counterclockwise or clockwise. It doesn't really matter all that much. And so just set one of these to NAND, and it will automatically start the cycle. So it doesn't matter which one you set the NAND, but you have to have it at least somewhere. At least I think you need to have only one. And so if you don't want this to constantly be firing, or at least constantly be flicking on and off, causing some frame lag or something like that, then you're going to want to connect this switch to one of the AND gates, and making sure it's the AND gate, not the NAND gate, or else it'll cause some problems. So with that, you're going to want to connect to the guns. What I'm going to have is a small system that it will alternate but also shoot a lot at the same time. These 2 NAND gates we're going to designate as our outputs. If you've noticed, one of them fires before the other one and they switch off. So you're going to use these 2, or I guess this one and this one, but the alternating ones are the ones to use. So in order to do that, all you got to do is just connect one to one of these guns. Let's say I'm going to have this sequence be firing the left and right turrets. If I can get that, I believe it was this right here, like so. And then we're going to have, actually no, left, right, and middle. No, it's fine. Now we're going to have the up and down turrets be connected to the other ones. It doesn't really matter exactly which ones you're using, but it's just really your preference, to be honest. Okay, so left and right are on this one. So now it's pretty much exactly like my turret and the car inside there, over across the bay, across Junkyard Bay. Actually, no, it's Totebot Ray is actually a really good name a subscriber gave me, or in the comments. I think I pinned it on that channel actually. Totebot Bay is what this place is now called. Eventually I will make a house out of these Totebot heads, but I don't have enough Totebot heads, so we're just going to collect them some more. So thanks for those suggestions, guys, in the comments. Keep them up. Alright. So now that we've got those 4 guns connected, we can either have this 5th gun be connected on either one of them, or have it be completely separate. But honestly, I don't really care, so we're going to just put it on one of them. So now we've got 5 guns cooked up. And now what we need to do is have this 2 button, or 2 connector, go to this switch right here, which just turns it on and off. And now we can control that as well from our car. If we press this 2, you can see the flashing OR gate, actually AND gate over there. You can see those logic gates flashing. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have no idea what I just last was doing. I had to stop for a meeting and I did it, and now I'm lost at what I was just doing. But I'm assuming I was doing something about getting this thing working, and the last time we were doing something, we had to set all this up. Oh, connecting all this stuff to a ammo container. And so what I'm going to actually do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to actually just cheat and pull each of the 5 guns from their own respective from different respective containers. I know some will like drain more than others because that's just the way it goes. But honestly, I'm not gonna really bother with worrying about getting more containers, even though I can. I'm fine. I don't need to do that already. So we're just gonna connect these up to each to their own guns, so we don't use all of the ammo of one container quickly and making a turret that is connected to run out of ammo. But we're good. It should not happen in a raid easily. At least one raid. We can always refill after every raid. So, okay. So I think that makes all of those set up and ready to go. And now all I need to do just to test it out is to press 2. Okay. That's beautiful, actually. I like it. Okay, so it moves, it shoots, it can extend. Ooh, look at all that milk over there. Okay, let's go grab some milk, and then let's see if we can trigger another raid and see how that goes. Okay, we've planted some seeds, and we're going to get a level 6 raid tomorrow, but we also planted some broccoli. So the next day we will get hopefully a higher level raid. If not, then let's see how that goes. Okay, I realize I should probably add like a spotlight or something to this thing, and I'll do that before the next raid. I can probably definitely make some big improvements. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just put that back. But yeah, so we're gonna need to make some improvements for like protection on this thing, and so many other things, but it's fine for now. Let's just make with what we got. So let's see, what are we gonna need? All right, we got some guys coming over here. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, that's not good. Alright. Uh-oh. What in the world, dude? Well, that's not good. Okay. I've learned a lot of things. My defenses seem to have gone less, or gotten worse since the last time I checked. So let's just move this over. 1, 2. We're fine with that. And so let's get back in the turret and see if we can shoot some of the guys off the coast right here. And I don't know if we can because this wheel might be in the way. Let's see. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that wheel's in the way, but there's also a guy over there that's not playing nice. Also, it seems like the turret is not aiming the direction I want it to aim. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, that was a good experiment. Good learning lesson right there. So what we're going to do actually now is put all this stuff back away, and then we're actually going to send this thing off. Kill these guys. Oh, from this angle. Oh, I see. I can see much better actually when it's lower. Good. Alright. Alright, got one. It seems like this isn't shooting as fast as I would think it should be shooting. It's only like shooting every like other shot that's being triggered right here. So I might need to check onto why that's happening. Alright, we are back, and it looks like we have a level 8 wave 2. I completely skipped a level. Okay, I have 10 high level crops, and that brought me up from literally level 6s to a level 8. And I'm not sure if I'm really ready because I don't even know what's in level 7. So we're going to have to definitely make ourselves prepared for this next raid. So the things I think I need to change is the height of this gun right here. I believe it's too low for me to be aiming properly. So I'm going to have to move it up forward one and then up a couple. So we're gonna have to take all this apart, which is kind of annoying, but it must be done for the sake of science. We're going to refill the canisters. We're going to also add some more protection around this thing. I think concrete will be the way to go since it's a little bit more sturdy, and I believe tape bots will probably be attacking me this round, but I'm not entirely sure what happens in level 8. I've never been attacked by that before, so let's see how it goes. Okay, I've actually decided on another addition that I can make. I don't know if I will have the time to exactly make it for this raid tonight, but the next raid I have thought of something. So there is a lot of recoil when you attach 5 guns and have them launch at once. And in order to stop that, we're going to need some sort of suppression system, or in other words, like a dampening system. So suspensions are the way that I'm thinking so far. There's probably a better way to suppress the strength of these guns. I'm going to use an off-road suspension. I'm going to grab actually all of these and see which one works the best. But what we're going to do is put the entire turret on a sort of suspension system that will hopefully reduce some of the recoil on the whole turret as it shoots. Okay, so one idea I've had was to attach the whole apparatus, like shooting apparatus, to a plate that is attached to a spring, and essentially that will cause, like, keep the recoil going and make it like normal, I guess, or somewhat suppress the recoil. But that might get a little risky because these guns don't shoot at the same time, so it might just completely blow itself back and just be pointless. So what we're gonna do, actually, it's becoming nightfall, and I don't think I want to take down this turret just yet. So we're going to actually use this turret, hopefully to actually defend our base properly this time and not have a complete flop like we did last time. Although we have that thing out of the way this time, and we also have some more protection, and we also have a spotlight on front of it now too. I did notice though, it does seem to want to always correct itself back to like facing a more evenly weighted position. I'm not sure if that's just because of the engine or if it's just because of the amount of weight that's on the bearings right now. So I can look into that. If you guys know anything about weight distribution and how it works, just let me know. Leave a comment or something, please. We got 10 seconds until the raid, so let's just hope this goes well. 5 seconds. Oh boy, I just hope there's not a farm bot. I mean, it'd be nice to know if there is one, but oh man, it's frozen. Oh, I'm getting shot at by something. Okay, tape bots are here. It's hard to aim, to be honest. Oh, tape bots just froze my thing. Alright, good, good, good. I'm hearing something getting hit. Maybe not? No? Okay. Wow. That actually wasn't too bad. I got rid of the tape bots, but I could have easily gotten them with my own spud gun. However, having this little thing that protects them was pretty nice. I think I heard another spud gun go off, but I'm not sure what it would have been shooting at. Probably something on the ground. Okay. This thing is a bit tricky to aim. I can definitely do some more, you know, maneuvering around with that. But it looks like... Oh, there is somebody. Oh, it must be over in the water. I think I just killed him, though. Nice. Okay. Well... yeah, long story short, that thing worked out really, really well. I believe we're not going to be able to harvest our thing in time for tomorrow, so I wonder what level it'll be tomorrow, the next raid. But we can definitely start messing around with it and see if we can figure out how to make it aim a little bit more smoothly. Okay, so this next raid is actually level 3, wave 3, so it won't be as bad as the first, but it'll be something, I guess. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright, we are back exactly 24 minutes later, or 23 in a little bit. 5 seconds until the next raid, and we're gonna just start shooting. I don't even care. Alright, it's only level 3, so I won't have that much opportunity to shoot. But it seems like the recoil isn't that bad. Now, this is still a bit rough when it comes to like being able to see and aim, but it seems like it's being fine. I definitely know that I'm wasting potatoes. My turrets can really handle all of this stuff. Like those guys, I don't really need to do it myself to handle them, but I actually will take care of these guys right here. If I'm not mistaken, I can just like aim right here. Oh wow, that's way too high. Okay, so it seems like, uh-oh, whoa, they went for it. That's not good. I might need to increase my defenses over there with the saw blades. Interesting. Okay, cool, good to know. All right, well, I think they're going to be frozen there for now until their AI gets fixed by the game, but what I need to do is like get a targeting reticle so I can know exactly where I'm shooting, because I'm not really sure where I'm aiming. So like I think right here where this little crosshair right here is, if I just, okay, I think that's about right. I think there's another one over there, I'm not sure. Oh no, that's just a turret. Okay, so if I can get like a crosshair reticle so I know where I'm aiming, I know it'll be different for the distances, but it'll be close enough, I think. So if I can just do that and then have another test, that'll be good. But for now, I think that'll be it. I'm going to call it there. I've done a lot of work. There's been a lot of recording. So what we're going to do is just get this out to you guys tomorrow. And so, yeah. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I can definitely make this prettier. I was thinking about making what in the world? All right, let me just get rid of these guys real quick. There we go. I was thinking about making a dual 4-gun, like a dual quad. Is it dual quad? Dual quad gun, turret gun thing that like faces them slightly inwards so that they all face towards where you're aiming and it'd be all cool and stuff. But then I realized that would also be a bit overkill. So we're just going to test it out with this 5-gun right here and see how things go. But we'll play around with some more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know what you guys think of Totebot Bay. It seems like the heads are starting to gather in one spot for some reason. Maybe they're getting pushed around, but I don't know. Looks like we're also getting some Haybot spines in here, so that's fun, and just some meat over there. Nice. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. As always, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and I will see you next time.